Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah! Drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted. So pitted like that.
Welcome back to Banging the Can, the Houston sports show that does not apologize for championship rings and tings, presented by Bolen Media. I am Ross Bolen, and I know we didn't see that shit coming. After sweeping the Dodgers in LA, the Astros went back home to play a 3-game series against the Cleveland Guardians, who came to Houston riding a 10-game losing streak. So you were probably thinking, hell yeah, another 3 easy wins right here for the Stros. Not so fast, my friend. In hindsight, that was a trap series. You know what they say. There's nothing more dangerous than a baseball team who has lost 10 consecutive games. It's a trap. So after sweeping one of the best teams in baseball on the road, the Astros got swept by the Guardians at home because baseball, sad, very unfair. Now, for the overreactive Astros fans who were like, bah, season is over, sell the team, I have no context for reality and don't know ball, allow me to offer a rational rebuttal. Colton Gordon and Brandon Walter started 2 of these 3 games on the mound for the Astros, and a lot of you irrational lunatics still have no idea who those 2 gentlemen even are. Hunter Brown started game 2, giving up 6 earned runs in 6 innings with only 3 strikeouts, his worst outing of the season. Bad timing there. And even still, the Astros battled back to take it to extra innings. Unfortunately, Josh Hader was left out there in the 10th, and it turns out, with some hindsight, that was just a little too long because he gave up a grand slam to Angel Martinez, and that was that. Anyway, this shit here, I wouldn't worry too much about this shit here. Jose Ramirez hit ding-dongs in all 3 games. Angel Martinez homered in games 2 and 3. The Guardians got sick of losing, and the Astros probably had their guard down a little too much. Probably got a little high on their own supply. But most importantly, the Astros were running out guys like Kennedy Corona, Zach Short, Taylor Trammell, Shea Whitcomb, Cooper Hummel, basically the Sugarland Space Cowboys. That's who played the Guardians, the Space Cowboys. Kenny fucking Corona, dude. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. No disrespect meant, but Kenny Corona sounds like a bad character on a terrible MTV show aimed at 13-year-olds about a group of bad boy surfers in Hawaii. Bruh, there goes Kenny Corona. He's getting so pitted. He pulls so many babes.
Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah! Drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted. So pitted like that.
I'm aware his name is Kennedy, but frankly, Kennedy is spelled wrong and Kenny Corona is a cooler name. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Now, I found a fantastic tweet from @BillLikesSports on Twitter that encapsulated the series against the Guardians really well. He said, quote, "If you weren't around for the 2011 to 2013 Astros and want to know what that was like, just watch Hummel, Trammell, and Short bat. That was the whole lineup for 162 games." And I have to concur with that sentiment. It was absolutely miserable. It was a living hell. It almost caused me to lose my love for baseball, that 3-series stretch between 2011, 2012, and 2013. The point is, I would not worry too much about that Guardians series. Shit happens. It's baseball. Does it hurt a little because it takes some of the weight off the Dodgers sweep the boys just pulled off in LA? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes. Duh. Of course. But outside that, no real cause for concern, losing their first series since May 21st. Oh, other than the fact that Jake Meyers tried to make his return for Game 3 and didn't even make it to the first pitch. Jake Meyers was jogging out to center field before the start of Wednesday's game against the Guardians, suddenly started hopping, then began to limp, then dropped to the ground in pain. I had literally just turned on the broadcast, and the first thing I saw was Taylor Trammell checking on Jake, who was sitting on his ass in center field, and I just about threw the remote control through my TV. We ended up having to shuffle the entire defense around before the game even started, pulling dudes out the infield to play outfield, pulling dudes out the dugout to play shortstop, just chaos. Jake had missed the prior 2 games with calf tightness that started during the Dodgers series. So once again, the Astros medical staff is in the crosshairs of a fan base who is struggling to reckon with their injury-ravaged baseball team's seemingly god-awful luck. We're at the point where everyone, even Chandler Rome at The Athletic, who usually sees himself as above the day-to-day complaining of civilian fans, is all over the medical staff's ass. Sean Pendergast is directly calling for Jim Crane to clean house and fire every doctor he can find. So it's not just me in here ranting and raving about the doctors of learned medicine needing to get shit canned for gross incompetence. It's everyone who's paying attention at this point. The clown show must freaking end. Houston literally houses the largest medical complex in the world, in the entire freaking world. Texas Medical Center, shout out TMC. The city is literally known for world-class healthcare, and our multi-championship winning dynastic baseball team can't find doctors who can properly read a chart to run their medical staff. Something ain't adding up, and I'm being dead serious when I say this. Even if the Astros medical staff has done absolutely nothing wrong, even if they've done nothing wrong, like this is just all bad luck and bad breaks, no pun intended, they've been as cautious and careful and correct as they can be, you still fire everyone at this point. The medical staff has bad juju, bad energy, bad vibes that gotta go. They gotta go. No matter what. Bye-bye. They got medical degrees and shit. They can go work elsewhere in Houston. They'll be fine. But Jake Myers might not be, unfortunately. In Game 1 of the Guardians series, Colton Gordon, our pitcher, took a line drive off his fucking dome, got checked out by the medical staff, and was left out there to keep pitching. Then after the game, he was evaluated for a concussion. What the fuck, man? At one point in the Guardians series, we had Mauricio Dubon at third base, Zach Short at shortstop, Shea Whitcomb at second, and Victor Caratini at first. We just need to make it to the All-Star break, man. We just have to make it to the All-Star break. In the meantime, pray for all the Sugarland Space Cowboys because they are the duct tape, the glue, and the popsicle sticks holding the Astros together. Today's show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Go yard all baseball season long with Underdog's Pick'em game. Underdog is a leading place to make all your sports picks, and you can play now in your state. Their app has over 100,000 five-star reviews and millions of players to play. All you have to do is download the Underdog app and choose whether a player will go higher or lower on one of their stats. You can choose from things like home runs, strikeouts, total bases, and so much more. If you get your picks correct, you could win up to 1,000 times your money, so you could turn $1 into $1,000 using your baseball knowledge. Anything is possible! The Astros start their 3-game series against the Arlington Rangers tonight. So what I like to do is go into the Underdog app, click the MLB button, scroll over to Astros versus Rangers, and make plays on our specific game since I'm going to be watching it. It makes it more fun. So let's see, tonight I'm liking Jose Altuve, higher than 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Lance McCullers Jr., higher than 4.5 strikeouts. Rangers pitcher Zach Leiter, higher than 4.5 strikeouts. I'm just being real here with all the minor leaguers we have out there. Almost 5x your money with those 3 plays. Boom, locked in. Download the Underdog app and sign up with promo code BTC to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That is promo code BTC on the Underdog app. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. So yeah, the Astros have played 93 games now with 88 different lineups. They have not used a single lineup more than twice. That's how bad the injury situation has been. And really, it's the second season in a row where this has been a massive talking point. And yet, somehow, even after the disastrous Guardians series, They still sit 7 games up on the Mariners in the AL West and are tied for the 3rd best record in all of baseball. We should get more information about Jake Myers today. Chas McCormick should be back this month as well, although he has been ass in his minor league rehab stint. Through 3 games, he was 0 for 12 with 8 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts, 0 for 12, 3 games. McCormick having a rough go of it in the minors. Jeremy Pena should be back soon, but will not play in the All-Star game because ribs. Yordan Alvarez, nobody knows. We should get Spencer Arrighetti back this month in July. He's been throwing bullpens. Luis Garcia is expected to return late July or early August. Luis made his first minor league rehab start on July 7th and struck out 4 while allowing 1 run and 1 hit in 2 innings. Christian Javier should be back in July as well. Reinforcements are on the way. Reinforcements are coming. We just need to survive and advance for now. Survive and advance. Speaking of which, yesterday it was announced the Astros are calling up their number 1 prospect, Brice Matthews. Brice is a 23-year-old second baseman slashing .283, 400, 476 with 10 homers, 39 RBIs, 29 steals in AAA. Matthews was a first-round pick out of Nebraska in 2023 as a shortstop. Second base for the Astros has obviously been very much in flux since Jose Altuve's move to left field. We've obviously seen Jose back at second multiple times now. We've seen, I think, 3 different dudes at least playing second base this season. So I guess now is as good a time as any to bring up prospects and see if they can hack it in the bigs, especially considering Space Cowboys players have come up huge for the Astros this season, and Cam Smith has been on fire, so why not roll the dice with the youngins, see what you got, in the reserves. Tonight, the Astros begin the Silver Boot Series against the Rangers with 3 games where we'll get to see some serious heavyweight pitching matchups in the final 2 frames anyway. So we've got Friday night, we've got Lance McCullers Jr. versus Jack Leiter. Saturday, we've got Framber Valdez versus Jacob deGrom. Big-time matchup there. Should be fun. Pray for composed Framber to show up. And Sunday, we've got Hunter Brown versus Nathan Eovaldi. Even more big-time matchup. Should be a very fun 3-game series. The Stros split their 4-game series with the Rangers in May. The Rangers currently sit at 46 and 48. They're 9.5 games back of the Astros. Very sad. Very, very sad. After the Guardians series, it is imperative we do not fuck around here. Go win a series. We've won the Silver Boot, I think, 8 seasons in a row. Keep it rolling. Remember, we have new episodes dropping every Monday and Friday. If you are watching on youtube.com/@bangingthecan, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment below. If you are listening on podcast platforms, rate and review. But I encourage you to check out our YouTube channel where you're currently missing out on cool visuals that producer Kade provides our show with. Shout out to producer Kade. Share the most unapologetic Houston sports show in existence with your friends and family. If we don't grow, we die. Support our sponsors. Download the Underdog app and sign up with promo code BTC to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That's promo code BTC as in banging the can. Terms apply. See details. Check out my media startup, Bolen Media. You can go to bolenmedia.com to see our full offering. But if you're an F1 fan, for example, check out Formula Bone. YouTube.com/@FormulaBone to watch Formula Bone. If you're an F1 fan, you will love Formula Bone, hosted by Jared J. Bone Borislow, bringing you a preview and a recap of every race all F1 season long. For more from me, check out the Ross Bolen podcast. If you're a big TV and film watcher, if you love television shows, you might love Oysters, Clams, and Cockles, another one of my shows that I host with another native Houstonian, Barrett Dudley, where for almost a decade now, we have been talking about the best shows on TV and sometimes the best movies that come out as well. Right now, we are covering season 4 of The Bear. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ross Bolen, at WRBOLEN on Instagram and Twitter. I will be back on Monday. New episodes every Monday and Friday. Subscribe, like, rate, review, share, comment. Until next time, H-Town, stay down.